Selamat pagi Bapak Ibu Dewan Juri yang terhormat. Perkenalkan, nama saya Renita dari Universitas Teknokrat Indonesia. Pada kesempatan pagi ini saya akan mensimulasikan praktek micro teaching pelajaran bahasa Inggris untuk tingkat sekolah menengah atas kelas 12 semester 1 dengan materi Recount text. Video ini diikutsertakan dalam lomba micro teaching UNESA Gayatama 2021. Terima kasih dan selamat menyaksikan. Good morning, students.
Morning, Miss.
How are you today?
I'm fine.
Thank you.
And you?
I'm great. Thank you. Before we start our class, I want to check your attendance one by one. Tasya Oktaviani,
Present, Miss.
Carolina Yohana,
Present, Miss.
Duyunita Sari,
Yes, Miss.
Azlen,
Present, Miss.
Cindy.
Present, Miss.
Okay, thank you. And before we start our class, please Cindy to let your friends to pray together.
Before we start, let's pray together. Done.
Thank you, Cindy. And do you remember for the last week materials?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Tasya?
About recount text.
Yes. What do you know about recount text?
Recount text is something to explain about orientation, event, and real orientations.
Okay, thank you, Tasya. And now we are going to learn about linguistic element of recount text. And for learning objectives, the first is students can understand the linguistic element of recount text, and the second is students can create a recount text. That means kalian diusahakan untuk memahami bagaimana elemen linguistik dalam recount text dan juga bagaimana membuat sebuah recount text. Sampai sini ada pertanyaan? Oke, thank you. Untuk mengingat kembali tentang recount text is one type of text in learning English that has a function to retell events or experiences that occurred in the past. This text aims to provide information and or entertain readers who read this paper. Jadi recount text ini menjelaskan tentang bagaimana pengalaman kita, bagaimana peristiwa yang telah terjadi di masa lampau. Dan teks ini juga berfungsi untuk memberikan informasi dan juga menghibur para pembaca. Let's move to linguistic elements. The first is specific participant. Specific participant is bagaimana kita mengidentifikasi spesifik dari sebuah recount text. For example, my holiday, my pet, and etc. And the second is using past tense. Do you know past tense?
Yes, Miss.
Give me example. Maybe Olin can?
I bought flower yesterday.
Good. Thank you, Olin. And the third is using temporal sequence. Using temporal sequence means kita harus mengurutkan berbagai kejadian ataupun peristiwa di masa lalu secara rinci ataupun sistematis. Dan hal ini ditandai dengan adanya on Saturday, last week, last month, yesterday, and etc. And the fourth is using the conjunction, such as then, before, after, and etc. Jadi kita harus menggunakan kata penghubung dalam sebuah recount text. And the last is using action verb. For example, went, stay, studied, play, and etc. And this is the example of recount text. The title is Groom My Pet. Cindy, can you read this text?
Groom my pet. Last week, I went to pet shop with my little sister. I routinely went there once every month to groom my dog. It was about 20 minutes from my home to go there. When I got there, I handed my dog over to the employee there to vet and tidy up his fur. I spent 100,000 rupiahs to treat my dog there. After waiting for about half an hour, I brought my dog back to home. My dog became a cleaner, fragrant, and more energized when playing.
Thank you, Cindy. Your pronoun is very good. And this is the identification of the example of recount text. The specific participant of this text is groom my pet. And the past tense, there are went, was, got, handed, spent, brought, and became. And for temporal sequence, there is last week. And for the conjunction, there is after. And for action verb, there are went, handed, spent, and brought. Before we are going to have work groups, I want you to remember about linguistic elements. There are 5. The first is
Specific participle.
okay,
Using
then?
past tense.
Good.
Using temporal sequence. Using the conjunction. And using action verb.
Okay, good. Let's move. This is the text of your work today. And the direction, please create group consists of 2 students. Maybe Dwi and Tasha, and Azlan and Cindy. Olin can join with Tasha groups. Okay, the direction, you can identify the specific participant of this account, and then the use of past tense in each sentence, and identify the use of temporal sequence, identify the use of conjunction, and the last is identify the use of action verb. Okay, I give you are 2 minutes to identify this text.
Udah. Also.
Temporal sequence-nya last month.
Also.
Conjunction-nya also.
Also.
Do you have any questions?
Then.
No, miss, not yet.
Then.
Then we felt hungry, so we went then.
Also juga ya.
Iya, also juga.
First, where is the first?
First, there's specific specific conjunction. Action.
And also itu. And also itu.
Iya, also juga.
And also tapi dia.
Enggak ada also.
Zoo and also. Top picture.
Kalau udah ada also,
Iya, udah ada.
nggak apa-apa.
Have you finished, guys?
Yes.
Not yet.
Okay, thank you. I will cross-check your work. We can check the answer together. For Tasya,
Yes, miss.
do you can find the specific participant of this text?
Yes, miss. The specific participant is a beautiful day in Jakarta.
Yeah, good. And then for past tense, Olin?
Okay, for past tense, there are went, saw, looked, took, was, and felt.
Okay, thank you. And we can check it together. Yes, your answer is right. And for temporal sequence, we can see last man and first. And for conjunction, we can find done in this text. And then for action verb, it's so many. Okay, Alan can follow the action verb here.
I think that's answer is red.
The red color.
Yes.
When visited, saw, looked, shown, felt, were, felt, finished, when decided, was, could, enjoyed.
Good. Thank you. And now we are moving to speaking practice. I gave you direction for create 5 sentences telling past experience individually by using the words below. Okay. So you can start now. I give you 3 minutes to create 5 sentences. And you can tell to friends about your experiences.
Miss,
Yes?
I want to try.
Okay, thank you Tasya.
Last holiday, I traveled to the beach. I prepared some food and clothes. I saw a beautiful view in there. I visited an island in the middle of sea. I really enjoyed the holiday.
Thank you. It's good context. And for
Yes,
Renita?
Miss. Last month I visited the museum. I saw many things that relate to our history. After that, I traveled to temple. I enjoy there because the holy atmosphere. I booked some souvenir for many friends.
Okay, give applause for us.